Yeah. This is Ron. It's Lord, let's see. It's Wednesday, and it's the 25th. Yeah, this is the 25th of September, and I thought I'd film outside. There's a train squeaking brakes. I don't know why he wants to do it now. Like a horn. It's like a trumpet. Can you hear that? That's a train. That's his tracks and his... I guess he has bad brakes. So anyways, today's the number 6 day. It's about fertility. It's about expansion outwardly, family, nurturing. It should be about the heart, but the heart is a separate thing when you consider the soul body. But in the essence of numbers, because the 6 is the Saturn placement from the foot up, but in essence of the number 6 of fertility as expansion, it has to be with what can grow. So maybe not so much in my yard this year, which I haven't shown all year because it's a mess, but I did manage to mow, and I thought I'd share. And in a number 6 day, just for nurturing purposes, if anything. I used to be able to keep up with all this. It's very difficult to have the appeal that I'm a healthy, vibrant, or maybe a vital person enough where I'm like able-bodied, when it's very difficult for me to get from one part of the yard to the other. But we're going to attempt, and everything's just dead and overgrown, so it all has to be cleared, but I don't have the energy to get down and get the roots of the stickerburr grass and all this stuff, and hopefully find perennial that might have survived that doesn't need to be dug up, because you don't want to dig up the root of the perennial. So grapes, I let them go fallow. These all went to raisins. I never ate any of these. And of course the apple tree's stressed out, and they got their all deficiencies as they do every year, that I fight every year here, whether it be thrips in the spring or some sort of just general mineral deficiency or some kind of vitamin, something they want. And that was the whole idea of the mulch. So this all went fallow. The amaranths just died. It should have still been beautiful. Had a big branch break across my broken fence, so now my broken fence won't fall down because I have it propped up with this broken limb that's still attached to my broken tree. So that's kind of cool. It's kind of drapey down there, but I have to cut it and bundle it and put it on the curb because I can't mulch that, and there's nothing I can do about it. So, and then of course my wonky wall, there's nothing I can do about that either. It's my wonky wall. It just collapsed. It used to be nice. One day it was nice, and the next day it was bad. I don't know if you can hear me. I'm losing my voice. I just finished radiation today. Oh look, I did get some more peppers to pop up. Even though the wall fell on top of the peppers, they continued to grow. Not very efficiently, but because those are small peppers. But yeah, I got some orange, yellow bell peppers over there. Well, of course I lost the sweet peppers and the eggplant, and I don't think there's any jalapeno. Oh, there's a little bit of jalapeno. The long green chili. So what a shame about all this rock. And this rock can make nice walls and garden features that would really highlight this yard. And I think that between these two pine trees, one pine tree can be removed into a double spacing gate for vehicles, and then a curb put in with a driveway that comes through, or maybe even curves from here, curves a little bit, that can go over there and can cut through the porte cochere, so you could do a drive-through for the house. Yeah, I think a drive-through would be nice. So this morning we lost a kitten. The little kittens that arrived had been living here, and we've been accommodating them and feeding them These were from the lady that tried to hustle me for the mama cat. But she brought her 2 kittens here, and we named them Milo and Mila. And Jeff found Milo in the street this morning, hit by a car. So we lost Milo, the little tiny black boy. So, the little boy cat. So I feel kind of bad, and I did my last radiation today, and I didn't ring the bell because it's not over. It's not over. It's far from over. And I'm tired of this pretending bullshit. And I had a very, very bad discussion with my doctor and his attitude. But I was very kind, and I told him I don't know what my needs are. I can only tell you what my wants are. And you got to stop dismissing my wants and start addressing them, because I need my needs met. Right? So advocacy all the way. I don't think he was very appreciative, because he's got this whole these people that are being dumped on him. They're sick, they're dying, it's their last breath, they don't know what to do. Their doctors are frustrated with them. They don't know what to say. So they say, hey, just let's call Dr. Gomez and dump it on him, because he's a new guy in town and he's taking all these free Medicaid, whatever, because it's a 5013C, whatever they call it, program. They can't turn you away. They can't bill you. They can't destroy you. They have to help you. The problem is that why do you need saline, Ron? That's what his question was today. Why do you need saline? I said, well, for one, I'm starting a new chemo regimen that you were supposed to order. Well, he didn't order it. No, but he did this morning. And it's something he's never tried before. And so they have to send me through education. And I went to that, and it turns out they've never used it before either. So the pharmacy I'm working with has never mixed this particular concoction. They don't know what it's going to do. They can only talk about it. So that was my day. So I had to fight with the doctor to get hydration, normal saline, as if it was some controlled substance, and I was abusing it without my power or without the authority of it, because the authority comes with the diagnosis. If there's a distress on the patient, give it to the patient. It's not going to harm them. It's not going to be a big charge. And what's the worst that it can do? If it's abuse, you're going to piss it out. So it's not that bad. So I had to fight for that. And they didn't start chemo, of course, because they're going to change the product. Right? So the product changes. They never used it. And I'm okay with that. I've had to break through my own personal barriers, that I hated chemo, that I hated radiation, that I hated these things, or the flu shot, or, well, I'm not taking no flu shot. I ain't taking no mRNA bullshit. But the fact remains is there's so many foundations that I had to break just to reach out for help, only to now find myself being pushed away when I'm asking for help, because it's whether or not I need it. Well, damn it, I just went through a trauma with what's called superior vena cava, and that's a very dangerous thing. Well, isn't that the cutest thing? That right there is a Jimson weed. Now, can you see that? Yeah, that's a Jimson weed. Well, how did he get in my yard? That's too cute, in the middle of my yard. He'll probably get stomped on. Good thing he didn't get mowed. So anyways, can you tell my yard is a trash bucket? There's no vegetables, nothing's growing. But there's a little Swiss chard. Can't feed myself off that until this winter. So, anyways, yeah, so I had to go round and round. And then the issue is I have these attacks at night where I go through a panic attack. It's like someone puts a pillow over my face and I can't breathe and I'm panicking. I have to throw the covers off of me. And I'm usually in a dead sweat. I mean bad, like a horse. And I jump out. By the time I get to the bathroom, I can't pee because I'm pushing and because the pressure, and I have to relax. And in the meantime, my respiration is shot through the roof. Trying to catch my breath, trying to pull in oxygen. It's like an attack. So then I'm calming down. I finally get to pee. I finally get to wipe. Whatever I do, go back to bed, and I'm breathing like a motherfucker to catch my breath. And it takes me a while to calm down. So sure, there's a solution. All I have to do is take a little oxygen. That's what my body's asking for. So today I made that request that I need to have nightly at least a 1 liter oxygen setting. No, not without a doctor's orders. See, now they always go with that whole thing. Well, yeah, that's fine. I'm talking to the doctor, you make the order, but I need proof of your oxygen levels dropping to have a reason for it. No. I have a diagnosis and I have a condition where I'm telling you my symptoms. That's what we need. You don't need no record keeping. You don't need no machine to tell you that my temperature is 103. If I have a temperature, you'll know it just by looking at me. But if I'm telling you my symptoms, then you'll know it just by what I'm telling you. I'm having attacks at night. And it has to do with my breathing. And I don't have apnea. And he tried pushing some stupid antacid on me. Yeah, antacid. I don't have reflux. I know what's wrong with me. I just went through radiation. My esophagus is burned. It's going to take about 6 weeks to get through this. And it doesn't mean there won't be any scarring either. Because these kind of diagnostics, these kind of tools is what it happens. And the doctor's just looking at me like I'm a total idiot. Asking for saline. So I got my saline. It took a long time to order it, but I had to sit up there for about an hour before they finally brought it out to me. Yeah, and anyways, it's a rant. And this is my garden and everything's dead. You know, I lost the orange got scorched and he should be pulling back up soon. But I did lose the lemon. And you remember how big he was. I mean, he was taller than I was. He was big. He was way up here. And he bloomed this year and then we lost him because the heat just took him over. But this is the rebound. Rebound looks really healthy. I'm pleased with that. Hi, this is Mila. Mila, we lost your little brother today. Milo's gone. Jeffrey buried him over there by the oleander. I was going to look and see where he buried him. I must have walked right past him. I told him to put a big rock down so that nothing digs him up or comes around. Because there's a cat buried there. Wherever you see big rocks, there's an injury cat, a bird, something died. Always my yard turns into like that. Oh, I see, he's right here. Okay, he said this is disturbed, so he planted him here. Poor little babies. Poor little Mila, she lost her brother. Yeah, now she's all alone with her mom. It's just her mom and her. Well, she can live here. I mean, she's not my cat. She belongs to that old lady over there. We're not going to neuter her space, so you know they'll be making more babies. And they'll probably be making them here, but when they're born here, that's it. They're going to the shelter. And Mama's then getting neutered because then I'll consider her abandoned. But right now, I can't consider her abandoned. And I'm not going to go talk to her because she's like a curandera. She's like a little witch doctor. And I don't really want her in my life. And I think she knows that, so yeah. A little bit of cursing going on there, I imagine. You know, I thought that I almost lost my oak. Can you see that? Because I couldn't water, I couldn't get up. I was so sick during that time. And Jeff didn't water. So we almost lost it, but this is the time that it usually puts off another round of new leaf growth, like up on the top. So I'm hoping it'll rebound and fill up before fall. Just for little shade purposes. Where this one's still shady, this one held its leaves. So we'll be careful next year. Or in the future not to underwater this area because I guess the concrete and everything in the building. This mesquite was fine because, you know, they're good for that. That's why I have it here, is for shade on the house. But I don't mean to lose this tree. I don't want to lose no trees. You know, I lost the apricot to boerworm. And this one was the taller, healthier one. But the boerworm took it out, boom, in a day. That one's still fine. So I still have a cross-pollinator. Oh, now see, this is ugly. That can't be fall color. It's too soon. There's boars all over the place. The boars are hitting the peaches. They'll hit the apples eventually. Eventually it'll all be eaten away. I'm just like a boerworm farmer. Yeah, I am a boerworm farmer. Ask my doctor. So, yeah, I explained to him very clearly what my problem is that I don't know what my needs are because they're not voicing them enough is what we have to do. And I can only tell them my wants. So tough shit. That's what they have to deal with. And he has to stop taking it personally. Because I know all those people are dying. And I know that all the people who do get cancer die. And I know there's no hope. And it's just a big money machine that's churning its wheels, trying to make itself work over and over again. And how it's there just to help. And I know they separate the children from the adults. There are no children cancer people over there. It's just adults. Because our value, I'm sorry, I have to kick back on my lazy boy and catch my breath. But they have a quality of life that's ahead of them. To cure them is for the value of the future. For old people, not so much. And I heard stories like that, today. I overheard conversations. One little old man, I can tell he's very old. Like I'd say late 70s. Frail, lost weight, cancer. He used to have $100,000 a year job. He used to run companies. He used to pay his bills. He never skipped out on paying his taxes. He always kept insured employees. And then it comes down to now, they've bled him down to his earnings are about $10,000 a year. They're trying to steal his house. They're billing him for this. He's maxed out on all his credit. Credit cards are maxed out. And it turns out that he believes that the hospital has sold his medical information, his medical billing information. And now he's receiving all these hundreds of bills and harassments, phone calls, trying to retrieve money from Tennessee, from Oklahoma, from wherever, Alabama, wherever these places they set up shop, these conglomerates that pull in this storehouse of debt, consolidation sort of thing, trying to bleed you. Because and it turns out that it was probably, like in my situation, the EMT people, the